Welcome by Mitch Talks. 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 Hey everyone, welcome to the first episode of Mitch Talks. I'm Mitchell, I'm 30 years old and I live in Amsterdam. The last 10 years I've been working as an actor, as a commercial model, as a trainer and as a coach. The past 10 years I've been dedicating my life, or maybe even 12 years, about self-love, traumas, insecurities, spirituality, being awake, being aware. So that is the inspiration for the upcoming videos. And I'm not pretending that I know everything, but this comes from the urge to share and talk about those topics with people and hopefully inspire them. When I was much younger, and I was like having all those feelings, thoughts, insecurities, and traumas, it was very hard to open up about it to people because as a man you're not allowed to share your emotions. It's not normal to think or feel the way I do. At least that's what people always said to me. They always said to me, oh, you're too high sensitive, you don't think like a normal person, you should be more rational. uh, and people even called me like crazy. So especially because in my darkest moments, when I felt like nobody was there to help me or to support me, or there were no like don't get me wrong, like there was no YouTube back then. You couldn't record videos. So it was very hard to find people that are like-minded and who just could say to me like, hey Mitch, the way you see life, the way you feel, the way you think, the things you experience is normal. It's okay. You are okay. So now you know why it is important for me to open up and share my story, but also like share my experiences and knowledge. So as a life coach, I always try to see people as they are. I never compare people to my own experience. So that's not what I'm going to do. I'm only going to share what happened to me and what I felt. And hopefully I can give you some tools to figure it out for yourself, because everyone is different. Everyone is on a different path of awakening, of growing, and that's all fine. For me, there's not one way, right? But we're gonna start somewhere. As a male person, a queer person, I haven't seen a lot of people talking about those things. Yeah, you can find a lot, but I'm beside like my journey, I'm also a regular normal guy. And I think that's very important, that we need to like lift off the stigma about like being spiritual or working on yourself, because it sometimes it sounds very negative, you know? And that's not how I see it. I see working on yourself as an adventure, to become a better person, to draw back from your ego and really become like your authentic self, your true self. And for me, everyone in that way is beautiful. And that's important for me. Real quick, what can you expect from Mitch Talks? So I'm gonna go into 3 different topics. Topics 1 is Awake Aware with Mitch. The second one is Queer Talks, and the third one is Mitch Guest Talks. So that's what you can expect. The Awake Aware with Mitch is really about like opening up, awakening, spirituality, about traumas, about insecurities, but in a very light way, from my experiences, from the things I've read, from me being a life coach, all those different things. Second thing is Queer Talks. me as a queer person, I don't identify as gay or straight. I see myself just as Mitch. Um, like gender is not important for me, like a lot of things. But I noticed when I go out or when I'm like with my friends hanging out that it's sometimes hard to open up, right? Because it's vulnerable. It's out of our comfort zone. We've been rejected for so long and for so many things. So it's hard. So I want to create a new movement by speaking up and sharing things, and very important to lift up my community and to speak up and to break through the patterns and just show everyone that we are so much more the same. Then the third one is Mitch guest talks. So one of the main reasons I am who I am or who I became is because of people, because of the things I read, because of the things I've seen, because I traveled, but also my friends, people around me, colleagues. So Mitch guest talks is really about like showing you a different perspective, a different light on a subject, and see if you get inspired by those persons and stories as well. So I just wanted to say that I am super excited and that I feel somewhere vulnerable at the same time. But I think it's the right time, especially with all that is happening right now in the world, to open up and to start creating a different awareness and a different form of being awake. And I hope you guys are up for a journey with me. If you have any questions whatsoever, please let me know. You can always reach out to me on Instagram. With every question, I will do everything to help you all. For me, it's very important to inspire and to lift up each other and do this together. So this is not only about me, not even, it's more about us, our community, about people, about being real, about being authentic. So let's get started. Let's go on this adventure, and you can expect my first video this upcoming Monday. So see you then, and thanks for watching.